All right, welcome back to the WUB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. It's Monday morning, 17th of March. Again, if we look, if our office space looks different, that's because it is. We're not back at the zinc. We're there on water side. Halova Creek. We did a Spooner's Reggae Cafe. And the reason why we're here, that's not just because we like the show, we love show itself, for sure. But we got purpose in our showing ourselves this week because it is Reef Week 2025, building resilience from ridge to reef. I am Moside hosting today, and if you are familiar, you know this is something that happens every year. We line up and bring you Reef Week. And let me just mention the sponsors that we have for this special edition of WB, which is going to be throughout the week. Atlantic Bank, Benny's Home Center, Central Bank of Belize, CG United, Freetown Drugstore, Port of Belize, Wildlife Conservation Society, Oceana, Marlon Castillo Quality Meats, Human Dignity Trust, Design Depot, and World Wildlife Fund. And let me as well just quickly mention, Building Resilience from Ridge to Reef is the team, and we are celebrating. As you know, we are a founding member of Reef Week celebration here in Belize, and it's a thing that we are very proud of. I am now joined by two prominent leaders in the Belize Federation of Fishers. First conversation with the fisher folk, appropriately that we're there. We got fisherman back, we line up in the creek. We have from deep down south, we have Brother Densfield Augustine. He is the chairman of the St. Bite Fisher Association. And we have with us Vonetta Dawson, who is the ex-chair lady of WUB Fishers Association for Dangwiga. So the South represented here right now to start it off. I have to say good morning and welcome to you both. When you come from far. No, I have to start with the sister first. But Augustine. Ladies first, sir. Tell me about yourself and tell me about your association before we go deeper into things. Tell me about yourself.
Well, I have Vonetta Dawson, come from a fishing family from Dangwiga. All my life I am a fisher. Part of our association, the Dangwiga WUB, we try to fight hard for fishers, get more known and treat fairly, especially the blue band situation and stuff like that. So I stand up for most fisher most of the time because that's something where I love to do.
All right, so we can get to that. So you're not a fisher. You don't know just a member of the association.
No.
You actually go to water.
Yes.
Oh, let's make sure that they know that.
Jack of all trades in the water too.
All right, everything.
Everything.
So you not only fish, but you dive.
I also dive.
There we go. Respect. Brother Densfield, again, give thanks that you guys come all the way from the south. Good, give thanks to Nigel Martinez, the president of the BFF, for coordinating with us. Good having you here. Tell me about your association from St. Bite and a little bit about yourself as well.
As you know, I'm Densfield Augustine. I retired clerk, went back into fishing.
So you used to be.
I used to work with the government.
You used in the office.
Yeah.
You decided no day that no more.
I grew up fishing.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm back with it, and basically the objective in St. Bite fishing went a little dormant sometime.
Why would that happen? Why?
It'll be because traditionally we would fish near the coast.
Yeah.
And you don't get enough fishing along the coast. So, and the influx of tourism, with the influx of tourism on the peninsula, a lot of people tend to go into tourism, tour guides. Other people find jobs outside. When I went back home, we still have older folks fishing, but some younger folks did not have any jobs. So my intake was to revive the fishing industry, so that people realize what they are seeing, because people see things sometimes and they don't realize it. So we revived back that fishing association, and we're heading back on top of fishing. Uh,
No, to both of you, because before we jump into this conversation here and get live on here, we mentioned, I said, man, we don't really take it seriously because we come all the way from south for there would be early this morning. In fact, by the Densfield there before 7 o'clock. Sister Dawson there before 7:30. So we obviously take this opportunity seriously to come and talk to the nation. So I want to find out from both of you why we don't take it so seriously.
well, from my standpoint, two reasons. One, as I mentioned, you sometimes you don't wait until somebody make an opportunity for you. You have to go out and get it. And if there's means and ways that you can create that, then you go for it. That's one. Second, we believe that fishers are not being treated fairly. They say you live something and you are the one with the experience, so who feels it knows it. And a lot of times people who are sitting behind closed doors, behind the offices, are making decisions that are affecting us who are actually living it out there. So we want to highlight that. So those are the two main reasons.
Sister?
Where Mr. Augustine says, seeing the things that are happening out at sea, and you know, make a stand about it, whether we are left at the end of the day for go and job for continuous supply and feed with family after the job that we love, and I grew up on it, so I have to put a stand and help the fishers be seen and more respected in the field of job that we do.
Know that we are here, we know that our time is limited. But what are the most important thing, both of you respond to this, what are the most important thing you want everybody, whether listen or watch the show today, know you as a fisher and your fellow fisher folk, sisters and brothers, the face in 2025. What the number one thing we want to make sure with the time we have here, everybody with the listen and watch, know about?
Well, the most important thing I think everybody should look at it, I don't want a minister come and sit with fishers and feel where they go through, help with lowering the gas, because I think fishers use the most gasoline and Belize, and it's very expensive for we for fish and thing. Because like sometimes for me, that Griga, my expense are like $1,000 for 3-4 days. And that the gas that the biggest part of it, and sometimes we don't make none at all, and then you have grants come in for everybody, but we happen to weed at the south when area 3 to me the most flourishing area where everybody wanted the fish, and we're being left out.
Okay, so just to make sure that, okay, I got the idea when you say area 3, but people who listen and watch don't know what the heck we talk about when we say area 3. So, what are area 3?
Well, there's zone we know in different areas, and area 3 is in front of Dangriga all the way to Placencia, St. Bite, and those areas we're zoned off in two areas to fish. And in area 3 we're very responsible fishers, so everybody want to come in at the area and fish. But when you hear about grants being given to things, and then worse if you hear association is not together, you don't have an association, they don't really look for you. So like people like BFF, and so we appreciate that they push more into the net, so people when not really have an association and you're a true fisher, you still get assist. You're not left out because you don't have no association where could get this grant and push it. We have people like BFF where could receive those things and still help down the fishers down beneath. So they need to come and look more into the other, like the minister again, to come and sit it with and say how they could help just like the cane farmers there.
What are Densfield?
I can't echo that more than I could even possibly imagine. You understand me? Because like I said, on my behalf, like I said, I want to look on the fishers more. We have the enforcement parts of fisheries, and we have the social aspect where we fall in as the fishermen. You know, and we need to get looked at. Everything like again, thanks to BFF, then they highlight these things that where they assist we in the well-being of fishers, that then they look out for we, that then they make sure like, hey, listen to me, man, this not really the run, so or this is what this translates into. So these are then if we eyes and ears and more understanding, because but no, but all we get from other entities is enforcement. oh well, this year change, you have to do this like that, you have to do it. But then our well-being, it's like people they omit the fact that we actually survive and feed our families and send our kids to school. So what's in place for us to say help us, put the piece of puzzle together so we both coexist? Because yeah, we have to have enforcement. Like with this blue bond, the zones are being narrowed in. So they're like you actually they feel now like then they push you out of the sea for come back for land. And this is their livelihood. So we want them to look at these things and create some balance whereby fishermen could be could live easier and actually survive properly.
No, one of the things from listening to Nigel and hearing from you both right here is, and this is just an observation of my opinion, right, is that right now, we have seen in the past where fisher folk and the conservation community would have times when they have a good understanding and they seem for they more in line. But just from hearing the cries and Nigel on the behalf of the fisher folk, especially those in a BFF, I think it's fair to say that right now, conservation community and fisher folk community not to see eye to eye, that on a relationship not in a good place.
I would definitely say so, yes, because there's a lot more dialogue that needs to happen. There's a lot more because sometimes you get certain things halfway, most like people don't come to you with the meat of this thing here, give you halfway so that they could facilitate their agenda. You understand? And then after that, boom, you switch by you like that. They're like, okay, then fishers like left, where go on? Then you see it fix up again because that was give and take situation, but I think they have to emphasize more on how it affects the fisher folks because these are the guys who are on the ground on a daily basis. And a lot of times laws are being passed, things have been put into place, and we are not being consulted or the way you think about this. You don't hear that. When they come to you, because they don't tell you we're done in place.
Sister?
Management access.
Illegal fishing not take place. But when that going and come out back, you are sit down and you are say, but this wasn't why we sit down and agreed to. It's something can shift in their own way they want to shift it to, and it cause conflict with the fishers. And sometimes we be very stubborn to certain things if we don't want it. So then we don't want to deal with the entities. Then we come in again because we look on it like they have some agenda. Big money they come in, so if we have to lack off this, lack off that, so we could get the amount of money come our way, but they go to the correct people now for benefit from it.
No, when we come back, we discuss the matter of, if you're a fisher folk, the number one thing we have to be worried about how much fish there. And we know that we've had a big misunderstanding about the state of fishing. Mm-hmm. Well, when we get up in the morning, we go look for fish. For no testimony, very important, I think. So we are going to break, we have to respect with sponsors. This is the ReefWeek 2025 coverage right here in the WUB, Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. Proud founding member of ReefWeek celebration here in Belize, Zinc, 100, Creme Radio, XTV. Most High hosting today. We're going to take a break, we're going to come back. We're just proud and happy that we got fisher folk, real fisher folk. Real people who get up in the morning and go look for fish, look for lobster, look for conch. We know 95 to about 99% away. We got lobster mouth, we got conch mouth, we got fish mouth. We know it. This morning I want to leave fried fish with them and they go good. I know but I got usually guys salt fish. But the only thing you sell if you guys salt fish. Welcome back. All right, welcome back to the WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. It's Monday morning, it's March the 17th, 2025, and we're celebrating Reef Week 2025, and we've had for the past segment, and they remain in us for a little bit here, representing the Belize Federation of Fishers. We have two organizers, leaders, and fisher folk themselves from down south, out of Dangriga, the ex-chairlady of Wabafu Fishers Association, Vonetta Dawson, and Densfield Augustine, chair of the St. Bite Fisher Association. We said before we took the break that when we come back, we'll talk about the difficulty in finding product, finding the fish, finding the lobster, finding the conchs. What are your personal experiences with that? Did it get better? Did it get worse? You did it? Now struggle? Tell me.
They get better because right now we have a lot of recreational fishing alongside the licensed fishers. So when I used to fish, and like right now we have yellowtail in right now the Pui area. Well, I think everywhere I believe that the yellowtail in the bite right now. And we usually go to the areas we know they were there and we test them out. We fish the first step to see the size. If they're the small ones, they go and we say they're not going yet. We go back until we find the sizes then we like. But right now with the recreational fishers, then when they go, they not then just with the sweetness of how the fish they bite, they not be fishing and pack everything and curry it and so that to me if we issue with the changes that they fish them and so how you got the smaller ones them not get that break for grow bigger and go and come back again because they're migratory animals and things like that. But for me who do inside and deep slope fishing, more easier for me than fishers will just do inside fishing because then I track the fish, how then they move, so I could get the amount to try make my expense, you know.
Tell me about your situation, how you see it, Brother Densfield.
To my mind, we're faced with a lot of challenges when we have global warming, we have again, as Ms. Vonetta mentioned, in area 3, it's a hugely populated area when it comes to fishers. That area get fishing more than anything else, and then the amount of for the 4,000 and odd licensed fishermen, that's a good amount, and I believe 2/3 of that are those fishermen fishing that area. You know, and that's the one, and we also have the illegal fishers, you know, and we have what we would call opportunists that fish. All these elements they take away from finding good product and more product. So definitely the fishing the fish start to deplete. That's a no doubt about it. That's exactly what happened, but we have to take into consideration all the other elements that involved the reason why they deplete. You know, we have fishermen who fishing only on seasons, and these guys are the more equipped guys because when they go for haul, then they go with proper equipment for haul. Whereas we who do it throughout the year, we fishing more sustainable. Right? So if it would have been if it could stay that way, then we probably would have saved a lot more fishing, a lot of fish coming in. But whenever these guys opportunists go out there with all their equipment and haul out so much, we don't know much we stand against.
No, besides the obvious challenger, that type of competition, you also have to deal with cross-border people coming in, no?
Exactly. So all these elements, you know, like Ms. Vonetta said, yes, it's harder for fishermen because a lot of times you have to start to learn the ways of how the fish they behave, and you have to keep on looking for fish and going here and there, which spells into more fuel, which spells into more your groceries whatsoever, because you might have to spend more time than your maybe a 3-day trip or your plan. Because nobody wants to spend so much money for so much gas to go there and then you come back empty-handed.
One of the challenges for fisher folk, and I guess the Federation of Fishers most experience it, that we see how you guys could work together, because then you got fishers where they down south, right? And then you got the fisher in half of Belize City, then you got fishers where they come from the north from starting in hand too much. And for kind of bridge them gap, it's not like one of the, for make one could organize together, advocate together, and really challenge your benefits. How difficult is that? At least from the outside, it seems to me to be one of the, like if you compare sugarcane farmers, like then from one area, one culture in our way, so then when they work together, even though you got 3 different associations. How you say working together, bridging all the different gaps so you have culture and you know we found located. That make you kind of it hard to reach that full strength.
Well, the thing is, I believe, like you said, the bridging that gap is very important. That's definitely a point taken, because as is, it's non-existent. As a matter of fact, some fishers even find themselves being territorial, because you're going out here, like let's say for example, but we don't have whole no gripes against anybody, but some people see it a different way. Starting in having all the way down there the fishing, and like we know they give a break with food stuff, you know, and but you can't think like that because the sea don't belong to just one individual or a couple of people. But at least if we could, and this is the reason why we enroll with BFF, so that we could find amicable solutions that we could bring to the table, so all the fishermen they coexist, because we need to feed everybody happy, right? But then basically people, and this is one of the next problem, that we have other entities coming in and putting in enforcement, but they are not seeking that avenue for different fishers to get together. And I would call on any other fishing organization, let's get together and make we fight for something where we will help we, because not because you eat your steak, you know, you don't worry about we too, because at the end of the day the laws of the sea is that if we meet out there we have to help one another. So make we help one another. They just like we help one, make we help one another upon land with our issues, and the laws that are put out for us or against us, whatever the case may be. Let's find a way how we could fix it.
You mentioned that you need somebody. In fact, you specified like minister to come and sit down and talk with you guys. Has there ever been that moment where somebody at that magnitude meet with fisher folk and have a conversation? You know,
Not that I can recall, but when I sat as a chair lady, we sent a letter for the minister to sit with us and in the conversation and how the fishers feel about certain things, but he was a no-show. A person from Fisheries Department showed up instead. You know? And talking about coming with other fishers from north to south of Belize, that's something where I always talk about to different NGOs and things like that, because we fish different. Not for bash the fishers, but I see that the people from the south fishing more sustainable than the one from the north. We go as far as go to the sailboats and ask for the conch shells and go throw it on the island ourselves, because then also with the conch, the less seen of the conch on the ground and so, because the too much dead beds, and then they dive too much dead beds. They dive the conch and broke it right upon and dive it, and then nobody want to chill out in a burial ground. You know, they move and they go about. So we try like go there, get their conch shell and carry it on the island. When I'm a younger, sailboat actually load all of them conchs, and you see them come by one island and they broke and full up the island like that. But you know they happen so no more. I don't know if they not trust each other's pan their boat, why they broke their thing and back their one conchs and go pack it. But I think if they go back to how they just do it first, it'll be more sustained for the conchs, and then the lot of dead beds, or go block it on the reef top for billet or something, you know. So things like that, I think we need to get together, sit, talk about, and see how we could come to a better understanding. And when you come in at the area, they do and don't, so we appreciate being a fisher.
At the end of the day, this I want to love though.
Yeah.
wouldn't want to do any other thing. So if you're not for the reef, if I'm not for the reef being like this place where really promote the marine life, where make you able to go have one living like this. This are the greatest thing in our way. Like this is how you feed your family. You mentioned that. I know that you used to be a public servant, but the sea pull your back. Tell me about that part, the love of the sea and the love of the reef and the love of this style of life, this lifestyle, as the way of living. Tell me about that before we wrap.
Well, for me, the sea amazing. I enjoy even my Belizeans, they when I know the reef or the keys, I invite people, make them go see it, enjoy it. Because I been under the sea dive and everything, you notice that same thing where the mountains got the sea got. It got mountains down there, it got beautiful plants, trees, everything like we see on land, you see something similar there in the fish wise, in the thing wise. So that does something amazing and beautiful for I and peaceful where I live off and thing. But seeing from then to the changes where they happen in it, we need for the comments and pay more attention to the fishers and the job we do out there for keep it how we there and things like that.
Well, the sea, basically for me, the sea, that's serenity. The sea that we park will get me peace. Away from the hustle and bustle, away from all the noise from the mainland. But much more than that, it's definitely a source of income. You know, it's definitely a source of food. It's nature giving back, and I'll like for ReefWeek, we have to mention that we got to give back time and the way how we take care of it, so that they are there for generations to come. A lot of generations, because the sea very rich, and for me, I don't have to go $1 million to feel rich. I mean, I could just jump in there today and I could eat for today. I don't need no paper. I don't need no money. I could go and swim and I could eat a fish for the day. So that fish
We can't take that for granted.
Exactly.
That the generation after that will have the opportunity there, yeah.
You understand me? So being the sea that one man can't live without, we can't survive without it. So we have to take care of it. We have to take care of it, and I applaud a lot of the South fishermen, as Ms. Vonetta said. We try our best for fishing sustainable. We try our best to take care of with source of income and food.
And people, cause me when I fish like and I do deep slope, we use fish as bait. And if we have an amount left, we not throw it. We bring it that tongue and you want some fish, you just give it to people who that come wrong and they would want to leave fish but not have the amount for pay for get the fish. So we just have a box there where they telling, come see fish there, you get your leaf fish and you carry it home, right? So we also like share the things from out there with people too. Because sometimes you want to eat a nice crab, we just hear you and come and give you with that crab. We hear your massacre, so we bring conchs or so make soup for the people and you know fishers that kind people too, so we also share, we catch with people just like that too.
Very important, Brother Mo's, what Ms. Vonetta say, very important we really put that out there, because it's so true. We face a lot of things in Belize. We have a lot of single mothers. We have people in the world. You understand me? And some people find it hard to even find or pay a proper plate of food for the day. And this is serious thing. This actually they happen in Belize. You know, and fisher do their part. They do their part. Here only maybe a 2-3 pound of fish, you know, somebody could eat that for the day. So they're not just about we making money. You know?
Like one day I sit at the market, they sell, I have conchs, I have fish, and a lady come. She said, I want to make some conchs to sell so I could get some food for my baby to eat after school. So she come and buy 1 conch, because only that she could afford. So I sit down and I look and say, but what 1 conch went to fill it? So I get a bag of conchs and I say, Ma'am, this stuff for your kids then. Go and make your conch splitters and sell so your kids could get when they want when they come home from it. So that things like that fishers also enjoy doing because we could do it.
Exactly.
You know, but it's nicer for we
Well,
give
since-
more if government help with less gas and different things like that.
Respect. Well, next time to the condemn upon WUB, you bring one something, one 2 snapper, something, make we go there per cliff. Wouldn't have be bad at all. But
Show for the alley fish.
very well, you know, but I got one shrimp. Guess what? I want to thank you both. I really enjoyed the conversation. I really have great appreciation for the fact that you come from far to Korean this morning, and that speaks to how serious you take on responsibility for on lifestyle and on a profession, but also to represent other fisher folk here this morning. And we'll have more fisher folk before the week is out. But I want to thank you both for coming by.
Thanks for the opportunity. You know, thanks for on behalf of BFF. Thanks for giving us this opportunity to voice our opinions, and more so, not only so, but also get an opportunity for us other officials to join us. You know, in this struggle and make the thing right, man. Make look out for yourself. You know, so definitely everybody welcome, and if we don't move together, we can't move single because we don't achieve a goal.
All right.
Yeah.
Again, I want to thank you both. We are going to go to a break and come back. And when we come back, we're going to have another guest in our Alova Quick Studio, aka Spooner's Reggae Cafe, where we want to thank the ownership for accommodating ReefWeek coverage starting today, of course. We break, we come back.